Hello students, I am Suman sir. Today we will discuss class 8 physics and lesson 15 some natural phenomenon, and today we will discuss the two topics of this chapter: damaging effects of earthquake and second, protection against earthquake. What are the damaging effect of earthquake, and on what factor does the damaging effect of an earthquake depend? So the damaging effect of the earthquake depend on the magnitude of the earthquake. What a magnitude means? It shows the what are the vibration of the lithosphere. That is the magnitudes which measure on the Richter scale. So magnitude of the earthquake. First is magnitude of the earthquake is the factor of damaging effect of the current. Second is focal depth. Focal depth means how much inside the earth earthquakes originate. That is the focal length or focal depth of the earthquake. It is distance from the epicenter. Where is the epicenter and how much distance of the living all the human beings or creatures, the distance, and the distance epicenter is the distance from the focal depth. So it is how much distance where the earthquake originate. As close as we go to the epicenter, the damaging effect will increase, and as we move away from the epicenter, the damaging effect will reduce. So it is the distance of the epicenter. And third, when we make buildings, so it is also depend on the design of building. Now how much the earthquake affected us. So it is affected us to design the buildings. If it is the large building or high tall building, so the earthquake damage that kinds of building first. Then the density of the population. If earthquake occurs in a high populated areas, then there is a more damage. The populations, the buildings, the houses, and this causes building. The result, people may get trapped inside or collapse the structure, and this landsliding and block the ways of the river, which causes flood, and these are the many different things, many different effects on which this damaging effect of an earthquake depends. What should we take protection against earthquake? When there is an earthquake, we should take some precaution. And which kind of precaution we should take before the occurrence of earthquake? When the earthquake is not occurring in any areas, then what should we take precaution? So we should not make a very high building in very sensitive area. Sensitive area means where the most of the earthquakes is occurring. So we should not make very tall buildings. We should use cupboards in our wall at home, and we should minimize the hanging items which is used in common areas. So these are the protection against the earthquake. Now when we are outside, what should we when we are inside during earthquake, which kind of protection we should take? We should take shelter under the bed, or we should cover our head with pillow. We should avoid the very tall objects. We should not stand near a tall objects or a statue when we are inside our home. Stand under the door frame, we should take a corner when we are in home and the earthquake is occurring on that time. So we should take proper shelter, and we should take shelter under the bed. We should stand near the corner. We should cover our head with pillow. We should not stand by near statue. So these kinds of the precaution we should take against earthquake when we are at home, and then when we are outside or outdoors. So which kinds of protection we should take when we are outside? So we should not stand nearby a tall buildings, because when it's collapsed we can trapped inside the building. So we should not stand nearby a tall building. If we are in outside, then we should lie on a ground, or we should sit in a ground, and we should cover our head and with hand, and put our head between the knees. We should away when we are in a when we are going through a bus or car or any vehicles. So we should stop the car, bus and vehicles, and we should come out. We should not come out from the vehicles or cars. So these are the protection against the earthquake when we are outdoors. So this topic has been completed. Next day we will see the next chapter, which is light. Till then, thank you.